here. Where do you see a record?
I can record now. This is recording in progress.
Oh, you're recording already? Tell me when you're going to... Well,
this meeting is being recorded.
Right. Good morning, Mayor Abraham.
Good morning to you, George.
Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview.
No, you're welcome.
I see you're...
It's a great pleasure to be able to assist you.
You're in your ceremonial regalia.
I am.
Wow, what an honor. Just a pity you don't have that special hat you got in. So we'll go through the questions. So number one, what is the role of the mayor?
The mayor, as you know, is the first citizen of the borough. And we play a very, very important role in the borough. And for the citizens to, the residents rather, to see that the mayor is there out and the mayor is apolitical, completely apolitical. So I represent what the borough is, the history of the borough, and to actually portray the functions of the borough as a royal borough.
Okay, great. So question number two, what is the best thing about being mayor?
The best thing is that you meet a lot of people, different age groups, from nursery onwards to the very elderly, different communities you get in touch with, you speak to them, you understand their diverse cultures and heritage, and you're able to go about to schools, see the children, speak to them. They haven't seen the mayor most of the time. They won't get that opportunity. We go to assemblies and we wear our robes when we are in assemblies. So the mace, which you can see behind me, in the case is the Great Mace, and that is taken out whenever I go into schools for assemblies, and also it's taken out during civic functions. So you meet a lot of people you'd never think you'll ever meet. So,
well, how many civic functions do you go to?
Oh, it all depends on when you say civic functions, it could be 5, 10, it all depends on. We could go up to Westminster Abbey, we go up to London for functions, to the cathedrals and things like that when we are invited. And being the first royal borough in the country, we do play a very important part in all these civic functions too when we go out of borough.
Wow, so it's almost every day there's something to do. Hello?
There's always something to do every day. Like today, I'm here with you. Immediately after this, I have another function, and immediately later in the evening, we have full council where I chair. And today's full council, we are installing an honorary alderman who was a councillor and was a former mayor, who is now becoming an alderman. So that will be done today. Right,
splendid. Now, question number 3. What is the most difficult thing about being mayor?
The most difficult thing is people like you asking me political questions, and that's why questions have been taken off.
Yes.
I'm always asked something political, and I have to obviously stand clear of that, as you know. So that's a very difficult time when you have to deal with those kind of things. And obviously, it's also very difficult when you are chairing full council meetings, where you're the chair, and you have to conduct those big council meetings where you can face up a lot of challenges from opposition, from the public, from your own groups and things like that. So those are challenges that a mayor will be facing in their year.
Well, I'm surprised that you thought that question number 4 was acceptable then, because you approved this one. How significant is it that you being the first ethnic minority mayor of the borough?
Yes, I'm not the first ethnic minority. I'm the first ethnic minority woman, female, in the borough. We've had 3 other mayors who were ethnic minority, but they were men. I'm the first woman who is now the mayor in this borough. And it's great. It shows people how diverse this borough is. And we have huge diversity, policies in place. And as a borough, we are extremely diverse, even in the functioning of the borough. So
I see.
We've got the chief executive who's also, first ethnic to be a chief executive in the borough.
And how do you define your ethnicity?
I'm Indian by origin, and so obviously I'm very proud, and from South India, so I'm very proud of that.
Great. Okay. And what does Kingston do with its twin towns?
We have two twinnings. We had one with Jaffna and one with Germany, which the Oldenburg. We were twinned with Oldenburg. Previously, we were twinned with Delft, which we no longer, I think, are. So we've had that also, but there are only two twinnings we've had. We don't do any more. I don't think there's any further twinnings being done.
But that means you go to visit that city, or the mayor
I
of that
haven't had the
province?
opportunity as yet, or invitation to go out and visit it, unfortunately.
Because it's a 1-year term, is that correct?
It's a 1-year term.
And because of coronavirus, obviously they're very difficult to
It has been
travel.
very
And
difficult.
the custom is you serve for 1 year only, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, and give somebody else a turn.
Absolutely.
But I mean, in ordinary times, the mayors would exchange visits or what? I mean, I know we say have a twin town,
I
but
don't know. I don't think that's really been happening. I can't tell you of what happened before, because Germany was some time ago. They might have been visited. They might have been invited to go across. That could have happened many, many years back.
because again, we say yes, we're twin towns with whatever place, but in practice, what does it mean? Does it make any difference? Does anything
They can
happen?
come here. They are invited here. Whatever, the High Commission, whatever we have. Lately, we had Jaffna, which was in 2016, and I think early this year, sometime they did something by naming a street or something like that in up in New Malden. That was done. So there was that event done, but
Now,
we have a large Tamil community here from Sri Lanka.
I was about to say a lot of people don't know that Jaffna is in Sri Lanka, right?
No, they are in Sri Lanka, yeah. Jaffna is
Yeah, and obviously they're Indian Tamils.
yes, they are
So-
Sri Lankan Tamils, they call themselves.
Yes, right. And then let's see. So we're skipping 6 and 7. Number 8. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, I'd like to say something about my charities. The Mayor's Charitable Trust supports Anstey Bridge and Milap. Anstey Bridge helps the young youth in the borough who've been either excluded from school or excluded from a home. They're from very difficult families and backgrounds, and Anstey Bridge obviously counsels them and takes them through the process of getting them back on their feet and making them able, after all these sessions and help, they're able to go out and work like normal people and do things normally. Milnap helps the older generation in the borough. They have the multicultural daycare center in New Malden. I think it's in Vicarage Lane. And they basically help the older generation, and they go there, these people, it's sort of a daycare center. So people go there, they give counseling, they have dancing, music, you name it. They have everything there. Lots of activities for them. So that helps the older generation. So those are the two main organizations I have, because mental health and well-being has been my main theme for the year, together with looking at green spaces, the environment, recycling. So I have worked with Genuine Solutions, an organization to recycle tech devices like laptops, iPads, computers, you name it, all those things. They take it away and they recycle them to a very, and they give you a certificate to say you recycled so much. Kingston, as a borough, has agreed with me to give our ICT equipment to them. And obviously they've been vetted for that purpose, to see that, they're doing the right things, which they are. A number of organizations have been helping us. We've got crates, which we put out, and people drop off all the tech devices so that we can have these cleaned and recycled rather than going into the landfill. And also another thing which a Genuine Solution does is that they would also recycle some items that are very good, can be upgraded and given to charities and schools and organizations who require them. So there could be charities which require mobile phones. So Genuine Solutions, which is a company we're working with, will take these out to them for them to use. So it's going back into the borough, into our community, and to our charities and organizations who need it. So that's so that we can, really do as much as we can recycling. And as a borough, we are signed up to the climate emergency. So we want to see as many things recycled as possible.
And when do you complete your term as mayor?
It'll be in May. I complete my term in May.
I see. Wonderful. Well, Mayor Abraham, thank you so much for that fantastic elucidation of the mayoralty of this royal borough of Kingston upon Thames.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
George.
You're most
Thank you.
welcome. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.